Hello, dear friends. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be sharing this exciting opportunity with you today. And this is your host, Brian. And I'm glad that some of you have actually been with us for a long time from the time we started. And we give thanks to you, our subscribers. For those of you that have not yet subscribed and you probably have visited us for the first time, you ran into this channel, would like to encourage you to please subscribe to this channel and become part of the BMI Care TV community. So today, friends, we'll be talking about the Commonwealth scholarships, and these scholarships are currently open. They are, open for master's applications and PhD. That is for those individuals that are interested to go and study their master's and PhD in the United Kingdom. And so to start, let's look at this page here. So you can see that there's a whole lot of information on this page, beginning from overview to frequently asked questions and inquiries. So to start with, there's the overview for the master's scholarships. So here they actually mentioned that the agents nominated master's program is one of the 3 master's program offered by the Commonwealth Scholarship Commission. And so you can read further information about this, and then intended beneficiaries are basically Commonwealth Master's scholarships are for candidates from eligible low and middle income Commonwealth countries to undertake full-time taught master's studies at a UK university. So which are these low to middle income countries that are eligible then? So you can see the list here of these countries, dear friends, that you can see the list of eligible countries here. And when you actually scroll down, you can see that they begin from Bangladesh, and there's a good number of African countries there on this list. So these are the countries, and Zambia is also included actually amongst the countries. Now, what is basically the funding that is going to be given to these master's scholarship applicants if they are successful? So financial assistance. So let's look at that. So each scholarship provides approved airfare from the scholar's home country to the UK and return at the end of the program. So the approved tuition fees, that is full fees, are covered by agreement between the CSC and the UK university, and scholars are not liable to pay for any part of their tuition fee. Friends, you are covered. If you apply for this, you find that your tuition fees will be fully covered. And on top of that, you're going to get a stipend, that's a living allowance at the rate of £1,347 per month, or 1,652 per month for those that are at universities in London metropolitan area. So you also have some allowances to cover warm clothing and study travel as well, some grants that will be tailored just for that. And then if a scholar has children and is widowed, divorced, or a single parent, child allowance of this much, which is £577.61 per month for the first child and £143 per month for the second child and the third child under the age of 16. So this is the funding which will be tenable to the individuals that are going to be awarded the master's scholarship. So what is basically the advice for applicants? So applicants can find general information about applying for a Commonwealth scholarship on our advice for applicants page. So when you go to this page, dear friends, you're going to find a whole lot of information, which is basically some advice for you as an applicant. So in terms of eligibility and required documentation, the selection criteria, the feedback from the selection panel, personal statement. So basically, let's look at eligibility and required documentations. So before you start writing application, it's important you check you are eligible to apply. Guidance on eligibility requirements for each program can be found under the candidates eligibility sections on the individual programs website. So we will go back to that and just look into that critically. And then what's the selection criteria? So again, there is a specific selection criteria, which we will look into when we go back to that page. So now let's look at the personal statement section. So your personal statement is the opportunity to give the selection panel a sense of who you are and why you want to be a Commonwealth scholar. It should summarize the ways in which your personal background has encouraged you to want to make an impact in your home country. So the CSC therefore encourages applicants from candidates who have faced significant disadvantages or personal barriers to higher education or are underrepresented in their field of study or workplace. So please, your personal statement must summarize the ways in which your personal background has encouraged you to want to make an impact in your home country, including personal or community barriers you have overcome. And you can actually hear from other scholars about the Commonwealth Scholarship. So you watch this video and just learn much more about the scholarship opportunity. So now let's look through what the eligibility criteria looks like. So you can see here that you need to first of all be a citizen or have been granted refugee status by an eligible Commonwealth country, or be a British protected person, be permanently resident in an eligible Commonwealth country, be available to start academic studies in the UK by the start of the UK academic year in September 2024. By September 2024, hold a first degree of at least upper second class honors standard or a lower second class degree and a relevant postgraduate qualification. So the CSC would not normally fund a second master's degree. So if you have a master's already, you probably may not stand higher chances to get this master's degree. If applying for a second master's, however, applicants must provide justification as to why they wish to undertake this study. As an individual, you should be unable to afford to study in the UK without this scholarship. You should have provided all supporting documentation in the required format, all right? So that is the eligibility criteria. So supporting documentation that they are talking about is, one, you must prove that you are a citizen or have refugee status in an eligible Commonwealth country. So you must have a passport that you can present, or at least a national ID. So full transcripts detailing all your higher education qualifications to date need to be made available, and references from at least 2 individuals in PDF format, signed and on institutional letterhead or on an email clearly showing the sender's details. All right. So you can again look through much more details here, just in case you're interested to apply to this particular opportunity. So now let's just briefly look through the selection process and criteria. So applications will be considered according to the following selection criteria: 1, academic merit, quality of research proposal, and potential impact on the development of the candidate's home country. And so how then can you apply to this? So to apply, you just come to this how to apply section. And again, friends, I'm not really going to go through all this, but what I'll do is I'll share this link in the description box of this video so that you can explore this link at your own time and, perhaps apply, and who knows, you probably be in the UK studying your master's or your PhD. So you can see this section is for PhD students. So Commonwealth PhD scholarships are for applicants from least developed countries and fragile states. All right. So which are these fragile states? Let's just look at those countries again. So Commonwealth PhD scholarships are for high quality graduates who have the potential to undertake world-class research of a developmental nature and to become influential leaders, teachers, or researchers in their home countries. So in terms of eligible countries, it's pretty much the same countries. So you can see there that there's a list there. And then candidates eligibility, you can see the list here. They indicate that you need to be a citizen, of course, or a refugee status candidate of an eligible Commonwealth country or British protected person, be permanent resident in an eligible Commonwealth country, be available to start school in the UK calendar year 2024, and then be by September 24, you must hold a first degree, at least upper second class, honors standard, or a lower second class degree and a relevant postgraduate qualification, master's degree. You need not to be registered for a PhD or an MPhil leading to a PhD at a UK university in your home country before September or October 2024. You should be unable to afford to study in the UK without this scholarship. Have provided all supporting documentation. So yeah, so that is very, very important, dear friends. So the question is, if we look at the selection criteria, again, it's academic merit, quality of research proposal, potential impact on the development of the candidate's home country. And as far as the financial assistance, you can see here that it's pretty much not so different from what we saw earlier, that you are going to have approved airfare to and from your country. Tuition fees will be covered. There'll be a stipend, warm clothing allowance, study travel grant, provisional towards the cost of field work to be undertaken overseas, paid midterm visits, family allowances as well. Yeah, so you can see here there's a paid midterm visit airfare to the scholar's home country unless they have claimed or intend to claim spouse or child allowances during their scholarship or have received a return airfare to their home country for field trip. Now, these are the family allowances that are going to be given in case you go with your family to the United Kingdom. So now, friends, these scholarships that are being given, which developmental themes are they covering? So there are basically 6 themes. So you can see the themes here. And again, I'll leave these links on the description section of this video so that you can look through at your own time. So you can see the science, technology for development, strengthening health systems and capacity, promoting global prosperity, strengthening global peace, security, and governance, strengthening resilience and response to crises, and then access, inclusion, and opportunity. So you can actually come and start looking through each of these. Yeah, when you click this link, it will take you to where you can actually explore more about each sub-theme and see what exactly it is they are looking at, so that when you're applying, you are basically well prepared, so that you increase your chances and make sure you address all the potential areas that they'll be scrutinizing in terms of their application. So with that, dear friends, all I can do is I would like to simply ask you to please subscribe, just in case you have not yet subscribed. And in case you have subscribed and you feel this is not for you, but you know somebody that can benefit from this wonderful opportunity, I would like to encourage you to please share this video widely so that others who may be looking forward to applying for a master's or a PhD can actually take advantage of this wonderful opportunity. With that, dear friends, I can simply say until next time, it's bye-bye. Thank you.